Hey folks, it's Zice033 and today I want to do something a little different. Back in my younger days, I made myself a bunch of homemade DVDs. Homemade DVD-Rs containing all sorts of stuff. Now, this isn't any personal stuff, but it is stuff I actually ended up putting effort into. Alrighty. So, I got my CRT TV set up with my original Xbox with the DVD remote attachment. So, we're going to take a look through all of these DVDs that I made. So, we're going to start off with the DVD I made of the Brows Held High Beauty and the Beast episode featuring some jerk with a camera. Gotta stay on brand, you know. Let me just, alright. Let me just get the DVD I already had in there out. And in case you're wondering, it's Casino Royale, one of my favorite movies. Ready? Let's pop in my Brows Held High DVD. And I just realized I left the remote on the Xbox. Kinda need that. Now, as you can see, I ended up doing it like a somewhat proper DVD menu. I used the Beauty and the Beast, variant image of it. And there is a... Scene selection does not work! This video was not all three parts of the video end to end to end. Back in the day, I actually made a proper one-part edit of all three of the videos. I thought about maybe uploading it, but then I was just like, no. I think I actually asked Tony about it once. He said no.
It's dim.
But yeah, all the parts are there.
It's just a little shiny. It's just a little shiny. We can get through this. Here's why it's not a big deal. 2, 3, 4. Talking frogs to American peacocks, or a teapot with the voice of Judi Dench. That's Angela Lansbury. But that don't rhyme there.
Yeah.
That returned to... I thought he was Bell and I was guessing. Yeah, then... Yo. We have an emergency. He has gone Oswald. Repeat, he has gone Oswald.
Oswald the Lucky Rabbit or Lee Harvey Oswald?
Both.
Classic. And as you can see, I was only really starting to use whatever DVD software I use, so they don't actually line up with each other. The glow, as it was said back in the day. Now, I included a bonus video on this one.
Miami-Dade County.
And it's one of my old favorite episodes of Brows Held High, the Spring Breakers episode, which, oddly enough, I believe Mr. Colgren has gone on to regret making. Well, it was my first introduction to him outside of this aforementioned crossover. Fun so far. Fun so far. Don't you love it when, you blunder into something? So I might pop that in one day if I decide to watch the special on my SpongeBob CRT. Next up, we got The Interview, as in the 2014 James Franco, Seth Rogen vehicle that was the subject of various North Korean-related whatnots. Again, staying on brand, you might know what the punchline is here, but be patient, okay? So, again, as you can see, the glow is a bit much here. It's not exactly syncing, but as you can see, the DVD menu is the poster and an R rating. Now, what's the scene selection? It's just previews. It's just previews and one thing that says jump right to the movie. And they're not even all previews. One of them
Hey kids,
It's the Big Rigs commercial from the AVGN episode on Big Rigs.
18 wheels of thunder, and we got truck.
Okay, so what do you get when you jump to the movie? Again, this will not surprise anyone who's even vaguely familiar with my work.
Hi there, I'm James Franco.
And I'm Seth Rogen.
We recently made a movie for Sony called The Interview.
We worked really hard on it, and we're really proud of it, but for some reason, Sony won't release it.
That's right, it's the Tony Goldmark sweeting of The Interview made soon after the whole thing. And you can tell by the lack of a text intro that I made this back when it was for sure that The Interview was not going to hit theaters or streaming or be released, and in the blip days, which I believe is also where I got my copy of the Beauty and the Beast episodes. Fun times. Fun times. Oh, fun-er times. Next up, we got Linkara Riffs Scrooge 1935, which by sheer coincidence would also end up being on an official DVD release that Mr. Lovehog has made himself. So, ain't that nifty? It went from being a hobby thing to me being a bootlegger. Yeehaw! Alright. Now, the case says Linkara Riffs Scrooge parentheses 1935 with bonus. And the thing on here is like a generic Christmas template that says Linkara Riffs Scrooge 1935 and other videos. Now, what are those other videos? Well, I believe some of them is either stuff I made. Well, let's see. One of them is the riff. One of them appears to be... Oh my. Let's see. Let's see if I remember this correctly. Yes, this video is my old Some Jerk with a Jurassic World trailer. Back when I, only kind of knew how to make these. I believe a couple of these, 3 of these here are some of the AVGN Christmas specials. The 2-part Christmas Carol and the How the Nerds Stole Christmas one. This one... is Dykite's How the Grinch Borrowed Hanukkah. You have no idea how bizarre it is to see a YTP playing on a CRT television. Alrighty. Now, one of these is clearly a Todd in the Shadows video, but this black one, I don't know what it is. Let's find out together, shall we? That's right. It's the Today Show goes to EPCOT. Wow. And let's see what Todd in the Shadows video this is. You can tell by the setting on it. If you can tell, this is supposedly an HD camera. It's Todd's old video on We Are the World 25 for Haiti. Oh my god. Oh man.
I have a terrible backlog of bad pop songs I need to be reviewing, and it's...
So, in this supposed Christmas DVD, only about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the videos are Christmas themed. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Alrighty. And once again, staying on brand, it's the EPCOT DVD. This one is something also kind of special. Well, because the case kind of fell apart. All I really remember about it is that it has a lot, and I mean a lot of EPCOT stuff. I love me some EPCOT. As you can see, Spaceship Earth there. It's got the selection. We got the original film showcasing Walt Disney's original idea for EPCOT, which is neat. the Today Show coverage of EPCOT's opening in 1982, as previously seen on one of the other DVDs, showcased today. David Gansel's review of EPCOT pre-2012. That's right, it's the old Dave Does Disney on EPCOT. Hi Dave, I know you may or may not be watching. And of course, the Some Jerk with a Camera 3-part retrospective of EPCOT's 30th anniversary. So let's play a little bit of this.
Previously on Acid. And now you find yourself in 82. So after all the pageant...
Alrighty, and I believe, I could be wrong, but this will be the last Tony Goldmark themed DVD I'll be showcasing to you today. Well, oh boy. Alright. Now the last one now these last two I'm going to deliberately not show a lot of footage of. Because both of them are for copyrighted materials. Like properly copyrighted stuff. And in the case of this next one, oh boy. This is not a shitpost. This is indeed a DVD of the lost episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the Boston episode. AKA the unfinished one that got leaked online a while back. Yeah. See, I'm pressing all the buttons, and yep. It seems to just be the episode.
Alright, baby, show me the eyes.
Yeah, that's the episode. I'm gonna... I could have swore I put on the Rebel Taxi video about this on here, but, you know, if you follow me on Twitter, you know my memory is kind of shoddy. And finally, riff track shorts. Straight, simple, and to the point. Now, in the time since I've made this DVD, I've obviously bought more riff track shorts from the good folks over at rifftracks.com. And of course, all the ones I burned to this DVD are, of course, legally purchased, download, and whatnot. But, I got some of the classics. Drugs Are Like That, Family's Food and Eating, Mr. Be Natural, Family's Earning and Spending, Things Are Different Now, Buying Food, Alone at Home, and William's Doll. I'm not going to play any of them this time, at least not on camera, but that is, so yeah, those were my burned DVD collection. I hope you enjoyed this odd video from me, and hey, keep on trucking, y'all. Okay, bye-bye.